Sacramento Bee sports writer Bob Padecky returned from Florida this week where he had been resting. You might recall last week Padecky was arrested for possession of cocaine while he was in Gulf Shores, Alabama trying to interview the Oakland Raider quarterback Kenny Stabler. Those charges were dropped and John Mellis had a chance to talk with Bob Padecky today. How are his spirits now?
Oh, very good spirits. He's a tired young man, though. He spent a lot of time in Alabama and Florida resting. And to prove that he was in good spirits, he says, I do two things very well. I drive a car fast, and I also can write very well. Well, of course, when I talked to Padecky today, I wanted to ask him how he describes himself as a writer. His response? I think I'm very accurate and entertaining. Padecky feels a three-part series that he wrote on Kenny Stabler was fair, entertaining, and accurate. He went on to say that he did not write his series to put Stabler down, that he has no malice toward Kenny. Now, last week, Stabler invited Padecky to Gulf Shores, Alabama to tell his side of the story on the '78 campaign. Kenny gave him the runaround. Then Padecky was arrested on cocaine charges. Today, I asked Bob if he thinks he was set up, and if so, by whom?
I don't know. It's just plain, I don't know. I think if you read the story, I think many people have come to that conclusion, I think. And
do you think Kenny was involved?
I do not know.
Did you write the story to gain fame and notoriety all across the country?
That's silly. I mean, it's beyond being untrue. It's silly. If you look at the situation logically, it's silly as hell.
Why do you think it's silly?
That kind of situation, I have everything to lose and nothing to gain. It would be not only totally irresponsible as a newsman, but even more so it would be totally unjustified as a human being to do these things.
Well, that's a very interesting comment. He told me that some of the writers down in Florida told him that he should get a talk show. And Bob says, well, if something like that ever came along, why, I'd think about it seriously. So that's very contradictory to what he just said.
Is he thinking of filing charges, or is the Bee thinking of filing charges of any sort?
He says he doesn't know at this point.
How well did he know Stabler during the time he covered him?
Not too well. Of course, Kenny didn't talk to the press last year. He was silent after the New England game. And then, of course, the season before, Padecky has covered the Raiders now 2 years. The '77 season, he says he didn't really get to know Kenny that well on a personal basis, but he got to know him just on a working relationship. Kenny did not know him by his first name. He just knew him by face, that he was there covering the Raiders every week, and that was it. As far as knowing Kenny personally, he did not know him personally.
Just professionally.
Just professionally, right.
Very interesting. Thank you, John.